Hey there everybody, it's Larry Lursey. Welcome back to the channel. I had someone ask me about customizing the workspace in Photoshop and thought I'd put together a quick video on that to kind of show you some of the options available to you. There's so many different panels that you can have open at one time, everything from actions to brushes to layers. This, by the way, is not one of the ones that you can have open. This is just a reminder to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe. Click the little bell so you'll know when new videos come up, because we've got a bunch of new stuff coming out and I don't want you to miss it. But back to Workspaces. So there's a whole bunch of different things in here, and you've got a few different options. One is you can just leave everything here and just keep hitting the tab key to make them hide while you do your work, and then tab, bring them back, tab. But that's kind of a nuisance. You can run dual monitors, which I run dual monitors, but what I don't like is having all of these sitting on the other monitor where I'm doing work. I've got to go all the way over here with the mouse, come all the way back, do some work, all the way too far. I just like having the stuff right here. So what I do is only have the things open that I use. And if you come up here under Window, here's where you find a lot of this workspace information. And there's a lot of these set up in here, like the photography one, which is what their suggestions are. And it's really going to depend on what you do, your specific workflow in Photoshop. And so here's the way I would recommend going about it. I would keep a little notepad next to my computer for a week or so, and whenever you use one of these, you say, well, the layers. I'm always using the layers. Okay, so write that down. I always use brushes, so write that down. Whatever, keep a note of which of these different panels you use. You can find them up here under Window, and come on down if you want the histogram, like that. And so keep track of which of these that you use on a consistent basis and kind of make yourself a list. And then what we're going to do is we're going to first off just get rid of all these by closing them all down till we're back to having none of them open. Okay, so here we are at a workspace with none of the panels open, and I've kind of made myself a little list of the things that I use. I use the tools, so we'll come up here to Windows and down here to Tools. And that gives us the familiar little toolbar off here to the side. I do use that. And then the windows that I primarily use are Actions, History, and Layers. So I'm going to open each one of those. And again, depends on which you have on your list that you find that you use on a regular basis. There's my History, my Actions. Now this has included a couple of other ones. We only want the History. At least that's all I want. And Layers. Okay, so then what we would do is come over here. I like to keep the History in here with the Actions. Just drag that on top. So I have my History, or my Layers over here, however you want to do it. I like having them about like this, so I'm working here in the middle. You can bring them in really close, but that gives you pretty good flexibility to switch between your Actions, your History, your Layers, whatever other ones you want. Say you want the histogram open. Keep the histogram up here in the corner. That's cool too. Once you've got it exactly how you want it, you're going to come up here to Window, Workspace, New Workspace. And we'll call this New Space 2020. I want the toolbar, and then I click Save, and there we go. So now what I can do is if I switch to any of these other ones, let's switch back to that kitchen sink setup we had before with all the stuff on here. We can go right back to our Workspace, New Space 2020, and it's right back to the things we use. And that really works out nicely because you kind of can tailor this to what it is that you use on a regular basis, and you don't have to have a ton of extra stuff sitting here taking up space. Again, you can still use that tab key to make it all go away if you want to go ahead and really use the full screen while you're doing your work, and then bring it back while you select tools and things like that. But I found that having the bare minimum that I need right here on the screen makes things a lot easier on me, and then I use that second monitor either to keep maybe keep Bridge open or Lightroom or something else that you're using to manage files on that second monitor, and keeping all the Photoshop stuff here on the main one. So that's the system I use, And it really is pretty simple. And like I said, decide what tools that you use and which of these panels you use, and make yourself a custom workspace, and then you'll always just have the tools you need handy. And at some point you decide you need something else, you just come up to Window and you decide you want the info. There it is, and you've got it. And when you're done with it, you can either close it back out or leave it up. And it's as simple as that. That's a quick look at customizing your workspace. Hope it helped. Again, please take a second to subscribe if you haven't done so. And if there's any other things you'd like me to cover in future tutorials, leave a comment below and let me know, and I'll do my best to get to them. So again, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.